Hello everyone, my name is Landon and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be doing another book review, and this week's book review is Bay's End by Edward Lorn. I got this book actually last Friday. I finished this book so fast, I absolutely fell in love with it. To say that I loved this book would be an understatement. There are so many things in this book that I loved. I'm not going to go into very heavy detail about this book. One, because I want to do a why I love video on this, like I did for Dreamcatcher. So this is going to be like a non-spoil review. I might sprinkle a few things in, but not terribly spoilish. But first of all, Edward Lorn, you did an absolutely incredible job with this book. This became my second favorite novel of all time, right behind The Terror. If I didn't have The Terror, if I never read The Terror, if I didn't know what The Terror was, this would be in the number one spot. This took the number two spot, The Terror in front of it, The Girl Who Loved Tom Gordon right behind that. This book is absolutely incredible, and I just wanted you to know that. You're a fantastic writer, and I can't wait to read more, just like I read Cruelty and Bay's End. So let's go into the review. One thing that I absolutely loved, I loved everything, but I'm going to keep saying that throughout this entire video, was the characters. I loved Trey, I loved Eddie. Eddie is now also my second favorite character in any novel ever, right behind Henry D.S. Goodser from The Terror. Eddie is one of my favorite characters in any story. I love his personality. I love how he swears all the time and doesn't give an F about anybody, like, when he's around. Like, sometimes in the book he'll care. And he's caring. Like, he cares for the people that he likes. And, like, even though he may come on, like he swears a lot and, like, he may be a bad kid, he actually cares for his friends throughout the entire book. Like, Candy, Trey, and Sanders, he cares for all of them. Trey is also a very amazing character. Edward Lorn said that this book was a fictionalized version of his childhood, and the scene in this book that I know was the fictionalized part was the dog attack. In the book, Trey got attacked by a dog, and Edward Lorn also got attacked by a dog when he was younger. That's why Cujo is so difficult for him to read, because that's what happened to him when he was younger. So that was a scene. I'm not sure about any of the other scenes, but that's the scene that stood out to me because I knew that that happened. He was attacked by a dog when he was younger. Much like Dreamcatcher, there was a lot of pain in this book, but it was good. Like, there were so many scenes that were difficult to read that I'm not going to go into until I get to the why I love. There were so many scenes in this book that were hard to read that I got by by that much. They were like, I went back to one of them a few times. There's definitely a lot of scenes in this book that younger people should not be reading. This is a very, very R-rated book, but it works. If this book didn't have those scenes, this book wouldn't have been what it was. Let's talk about the story. The story is about Trey Franklin and Eddie Tremont. Eddie Tremont's the new kid in town, and Eddie comes up with a great idea to pull a prank on Officer Mack because he caught them trespassing on public ground, and they pull a prank on him where they set 4 cherry bombs off in his car. And Candy, Trey, and Eddie are all there. Candy runs back into the woods and waits for them, and Eddie puts the bombs in the car, and Trey waits out there. And there are 4 bombs that go off. There's 4 in there. They are running through the woods. They hear the 1, 2, 3, 4. But then there's 2 more bombs after that. There's 2 more fires of what sound also kind of like a cherry bomb, but a little louder, a little bit more distinct. And Eddie picks up on that, and that carries throughout the entire novel. And that's what really sets the novel in motion. After they set off the bombs, that's when really things start going down the crapper. Officer Mack becomes more suspicious. He starts, doing stuff. I'm going to go into all of it later on in a video, but for now, what else? The relationship that Candy and Trey had. That was the best part of the book, and what happened in the end of that relationship was one of the saddest things I've ever read in an entire novel, ever. That's why it's so high up on my list, because it made me feel emotional. When it happened, I was in my study hall at school, and I wanted to cry. I wanted to scream out no, but I couldn't. I was in a study hall that was quiet, and I couldn't do anything about it but hold it in. And I'm going to tell you guys all of this. I've been saying this throughout the entire video. I'm going to tell you guys all of this in a later video, probably this Saturday. This is the Saturday when I upload the video, so this Saturday I'll post a video of why I love this novel. What What else can I go into? The side characters are great, like Trey and Trey's mom and dad. His dad is like a drunk who like screams at the television a lot because he likes the Cubs and they lose all the time. But then he takes a really big turn in the book when he gets attacked by the dog and stuff like that. What else is there? The villain, Officer Mac. He's a great villain. He's very slick with the things that he does. He's really creepy. He has a scar on the side of his face, and he talks like I can't even describe how he talks. He doesn't pronounce his words correctly. But yeah, that's all I'm gonna say for now about this book. If I had to rate this book, I would 100% give it 5 stars out of 5. I would give it 10 stars out of 5, 20 stars out of 5. This is an amazing read. If you guys have not read this book, I highly recommend it. Edward Lorn, you did an amazing job with this novel. I'm definitely going to go back to this book in the future. It's only 373 pages long, and the pages aren't that long. Let me see. That's not a page. Those pages aren't really that long, if you can see that. They didn't take me a long time to read, and that's what's great about this novel. It was 373 pages, but it felt like it was 100, because I loved it so much, I plowed right through it. So, I'm going to get into spoilers in a later video this Saturday, but for now, 5 stars out of 5. Amazing job, Edward Lorn. If you guys like this video, leave a like, subscribe, hit the bell icon if you're new. If you guys have read Bay's End, leave comments down below how you felt about it, what you liked about it, and all that good stuff. And I'll see you guys in the next video.